The hell was that? That's where I came. I want to. It's the amoeba. Wait, is that it? Is that what I came in here for? It can't be right. That's all. That's where I went up there. Onto that bit there. That's to look out over here. Oh no. Which way is it then? I'm trying to think. Can you go over there? I've been over there, haven't I think, but just try something a second. Try back up here, and if not, maybe it is down that path down the other end. I can't get back up here, so it must be down here then. Okay, so it must be back this way then. So it's up that way, and they up that way there. It looks like we can go up there. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know actually. No, I can't go up there. No. Well then the only other way then is down this way, but I thought you'd die down here. Would you not? It's a path, so it's got to lead somewhere. Was that something that just jumped up in my eyes, or was that my... So it's got to be down here then. Oh. I finished chapter 1.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
I'm going to stop there because it's late for me tonight, so that's where I am. I'm assuming I'll start there. This is actually quite a relaxing game, believe it or not. Let's go back to the main menu. I'm assuming if I click resume, I'll carry on from where I was. Just bear with me a second while I find out.
Dear Esther.
Yeah. Okay, right, I'll come back to it later on. It's a relaxing game. I can enjoy this one. It's nice and peaceful. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Let's crank on, as it were. Dog might come back down.
Dear Esther, I have now driven the stretch of the M5 between Exeter and Bristol over 21 times. But although I have all the reports and all the witnesses and have cross-referenced them within a millimetre using my Ordnance Survey maps, I simply cannot find the location. You'd think there would be marks to serve as some evidence. It's somewhere between the turn-off for Sanford and the welcome brake services, but although I can always see it in my rear-view mirror, I have as yet been unable to pull ashore.
1 second. I'm still recording. 1 minute. Sorry about that for a few seconds. The dog came down, so I had to sort him out on the sofa and move the cat in the way, and the cat's looking at me with an indignant kind of look like, what the hell have you done to my spot? Okay, let's go. Just turn that thing off. That's obviously going to go down. I'm going to go and have a look over here. So I'm just keeping an eye on the cat. Good boy. Okay, he's calming down now. Watch it, there's nothing here like there was last time. I have a strange feeling I'm going to end up Isn't that where I came up? I think that's where I came up that time. Oh no, I wasn't.
An imagined answer phone message. The tyres are flat, the wheel spins loosely, and the brake fluid has run like ink over this map, staining the landmarks and rendering the coastline mute, compromised. Where you saw galaxies, I saw only bruises cut into the cliff by my lack of sobriety.
Typical. What did I tell you? Bloody hell. Now there is a way down here, which I'm going to go with, is going to take me to there. But I'm going to go back all the way over there and walk down that way. I don't want to miss out whatever's down there, so I'm going to walk for another 5 miles back this way. If that cell tower's got better reception than my mobile phone one has. Where the hell was the bit? Was it? It was down here, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. It seems quick on the way back, doesn't it? I don't think I can sidestep and come over here, can I? Oh, I can. I can. Oh, I didn't think I could. Let's get back onto the path, shall we? There we go. Oh. What's that there? These things. Well, the barrels, aren't they? Okay. That's the same path. Okay, right, I'm not going to go down there.
I had kidney stones and you visited me in the hospital. After the operation, when I was still half submerged in anesthetic, your outline and your speech both blurred. Now my stones have grown into an island and made their escape, and you have been rendered opaque by the car of a drunk.
Okay, I'm going to go down here because I know that's where I'm supposed to be going, but with these kind of games you kind of want to wander around. You might miss something.
There must be a hole in the bottom of the boat. How else could new hermits have arrived?
Okay. I can't jump, I just tried to jump. I can't jump, can I? Okay. Just go down here more. It's obviously a very peaceful game, so get me yelling and screaming like a banshee. Can I get on there? Nope, I thought I might be able to climb up the gangplank. Wait a minute, I wonder if I can get up there. I can't jump, I know that. There's no other keys, is there? I'm pretty sure there's no other keys. No, there is no other keys. So am I supposed to get on this boat? It seems strange to come all the way down here and you can't actually get to the boat. No. I can't go in the water. I think I'm supposed to go that way. I saw a path go that way. Let me just double check. I can't get up there. There's nothing over there. I don't think so. I don't think I can get up here, can I? No, I can't get up there. Okay, so we're going to assume we can't get in there because there's no space bar to press jump. Let's just try down here. No. Okay. Right, so there was a path over here I saw. I'll cut through here. Where was it now? Well, it's down here, wasn't it? Because that's where I came down that path there. Wait, am I right in that one? Yeah, I came down there, so I'm going to go up this way. I think. Yeah. Watch it this way. I'm supposed to be up there, aren't I? I bet. Oh, there's a path down here.
When I first looked into the shaft, I swear I felt the stones in my stomach shift in recognition.
What the hell's that? That's the shaft he's talking about. Oh, what's this? That's a house. If I want to move somewhere, this might be a nice place. Hello?
I've begun to climb, away from the sea and towards the centre. It is a straight line to the summit, where the evening begins to coil around the aerial and squeeze the signals into early silence. The bothy squats against the mount to avoid the gaze of the aerial. I too will creep under the island like an animal and approach it from the northern shore.
I don't know where north is. Oh, my torchlight's kicked in. Okay, let's go up here. Get to the path.
The bothy was constructed originally in the early 1700s. By then, shepherding had formalized into a career. The first habitual shepherd was a man called Jacobsen, from a lineage of migratory Scandinavians. He was not considered a man of breeding by the mainlanders. He came here every summer whilst building the bothy, hoping eventually that becoming a man of property would secure him a wife and a lineage. Donnelly records that it did not work. He caught some disease from his malcontented goats and died 2 years after completing it. There was no one to carve white lines into the cliff for him either.
I thought there was somebody there. It's the stone. I'm going to look at that in a second. Oh, it's one of them things again. I'm going to go around the back before I go inside. Ah, the tins of paint are all here. There's the door. Okay, let's go inside.
Inventory. A trestle table we spread wallpaper on in our first home. A folding chair. I laughed at you for bringing camping in the lakes. I was uncomfortable later and you laughed then. This diary, the bed with the broken springs. Once asleep you have to remember not to dream. A change of clothes. Donnelly's book, stolen from Edinburgh Library on the way here. I will burn them all on the last morning and make an aerial of my own.
There's the bed. That must be the book, which I can't read what it is. What the hell is that? I assume that's where I've got to go. I don't... Oh no, I'm going down here, down this path. I think. I'll go down this path. That's where I'm supposed to be going. I mean, it's great, but where's all the... Okay. There's a cave there, I can see it. The crappy fence. What, am I supposed to go down here?
In a footnote, the editor comments that at this point, Donnelly was going insane as syphilis tore through his system like a drunk driver. He's not to be trusted. Many of his claims are unsubstantiated, and although he does paint a colourful picture, much of what he says may have been derived directly from his fever. But I've been here, and I know, as Donnelly did, that this place is always half imagined. Even the rocks and caves will shimmer and blur with the right eyes.
Ah. Well,
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
That's that big hole thing that I found earlier then. Can I go down there before I go down here? Let's go down here.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Sorry about that. I had to move my microphone away. So there's a dead end. I just looked forward. Going into cave. Oh. Oh hello, what's this candle doing here? And now hang on a minute, why isn't this candle burnt out? Ah, it's at the shaft. That means the dead guy, whatever his name was, has been slung down there, and that's where I'm going. Oh Jesus! Oh, I've completed a chapter.
Donnelly's addiction is my one true constant. Even though I wake in false dawns and find the landscape changing, flowing inconstantly through my tears, I know his reaching is always upon me.